Hi guys, putting in a video today out walking the dog. It's a nice evening, so I thought I'd do my video while I'm out walking. He's running around in a field over there somewhere, looking for pheasants. I think, as he's a gun dog, he's got a liking to birds. He likes chasing the birds. Anyway, I was listening to a podcast today, one of my favourite podcasts, and something they was talking about really rung true, and I did a video about it a couple of days ago about the relationship between competence and confidence, and building confidence in any businesses is a key part to doing the things that you need to do to succeed. For instance, my first video, I always tell people the first time I done a video on YouTube, I was absolutely dripping with sweat. It was about 50 takes before I finally decided just to put one on there and have done with it. I hardly slept that night. I just put a video on there, and it was when I lacked confidence. But as I've done more videos, I've still got a huge amount to learn. If any of you watch my videos, you'll probably know that. But it's built my confidence up in doing it and trying to keep consistent with it. It's helped me a lot, and what they were talking about in this particular podcast, which I'll put a link below to the podcast. It's not a link of mine, but it's something I always recommend to people if they're looking for a new business podcast. It's my new favourite for sure. It's Entrepreneurs on Fire by John Lee Dumas. And I'd recommend it to anyone. It's a fantastic podcast, and they really give some massive value bombs throughout every show. I've not listened to a single show that I've not taken something from. But in this one, they talk about keeping the promises, keeping the promises you make to yourself, and that will in turn build your self-confidence bank. And that really rung home for me, especially because I was only talking about it a couple of days ago. And it's something that makes perfect sense. I made promises myself, again doing the first video. I was making promises myself for about a week before I finally took the plunge, and like I said, that took about 50 takes before I actually released it and put it online. It's still there for you to watch if you want to watch it, and watch me sweating, but like I said, in doing that, I grew. I did it again and again, and I built my, I added to my self-confidence bank, and it's all related, and that's something I really wanted to share with you guys. If there's something you want to do, like there's something at the minute that I'm sort of putting off, it's doing the Facebook Lives. I've done them inside of groups before, but I've never done them on my own personal profile. For my friends and family to see, and it's something that I'm a bit nervous about doing. And again, I know that it's confidence that's holding me back, because I know that it's going to be pretty awful to start with, and people might see it, and that's what puts me off. But you've got to start somewhere, and I made a promise myself that I would do it, and I've been talking to someone very recently, and hopefully we're going to build a good partnership together. And we were just discussing today how it might be a good idea that we both do it together, do our first live together. So you may see us live on Facebook if you have, follow me on Facebook, or you're my friend on Facebook. You may see me and Sean very soon going live, if we decide to do that. But just get out there, guys. Just keep your promises you're making to yourself. The stuff that you've been promising you're going to do, that is going to improve your business, is going to make a difference to you. Just get out there and do it, and worry about it afterwards, and you'll find that it's actually a damn sight easier than what you think. And as you build that competence up, again, like I was talking about in the previous video, it will get easier and easier as the journey goes. So anyway, I'm going to go and grab the dog now, and get him home. I think he's chasing enough birds now, so I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.